Hey everybody, this is back with another video. You guys know it. Anyways, guys, today I'm gonna talk to you about my life when I played Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh from around 2002. I was like 2002, and I started playing when I was 3, and I went all the way up till basically 2014. After 2014, I kind of stopped playing, and I still have a deck. I actually have thousands of decks I can play with. I just don't play with all my decks. The one deck I play with, I just off a few times to play with now. And when I hang out with my friends, or like when my brother wants to duel with someone, I'll duel with him, and that's my Harpy deck. But for many of you who don't know me on YouTube, that I don't know this, in 2004, when I was about 5, I would say, 5 or 6, I became the youngest person to win Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships 2004. The year 2004. I was the only person to win the World Championship. To this day. Today I'm going to be showing you what was in my original deck for the 2004 championships of the original Duel. And by the way, in 2004, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a different set of rules, okay? Different rules, different applied, okay? So cards like Five-Headed Dragon you were allowed to use, okay? So I had Five-Headed Dragon, Dark Paladin, and Lord of D in my deck. I also had Dark Magician, Buster Blader. I think I had a Morphing Jar. I think I did have a Morphing Jar as well. Jinzo, I had Jinzo in my deck. Jinzo was a big mainstay in my deck that I had. Why was Jinzo my big mainstay? Because he is boss and very powerful. I had Monster Reborn. Sorcerer Dark Magic, I have on my deck. I think I had Future Fusion. I also had Sword of Revealing Light. I didn't have Steel World Kairos because at the time it didn't exist. I had another Dark Magician, I believe. I had 2 Dark Magicians in my deck. I had an Outrage Coded Guardian, Guard. I also had Jinzo, Dark Magician Girl. By the way, for you folks who don't know this, I have both. I have limited edition Jinzo. I have limited edition Dark Magician Girl. I also have regular Dark Magician Girl first edition. See? Another Jinzo. I had 6 Jinzos, guys. I ran 3 Jinzos. I used my amplifier as a boss. You know, Mirror Force, Trapped Queen, bunch of other cards. I used Mirror Force. I also used Spell Shattering Arrow. I also used, very helpful. It was helpful for me. Psychological Shocking was one of my favorite cards to use, but it was way later that I used it. It came out way later. This spell card I used, Blackluster Ritual and Blackluster Ritual Soldier. Spell Economics was a great thing. This was a favorite card of mine. Oh, this and Bad Stomach Concoction thing it was called, Dark Snake Syndrome, was evil. Because this would basically this combo with bad what's it called? The dude's name with bad Dark Snake Syndrome. It just inflicts damage and doubles it every single standby phase. But since Bad Stomach works with like any damage I would normally take from a spell card or trap card, I gain it instead. So instead of me losing 200 or 400 or 600 or 800 every turn, or I would keep going, I would gain that amount of life points. I was also, like, I ran a burn deck, but I also ran a stall deck at the same time. I also used the Red Eyes. Guys, Red Eyes Be Dragon as my other mainstay. Gate Guardian, no, I never used them. I used a lot of other monster cards, but like I don't remember them. Though I do know cards that would usually win me the game were like Destiny Board and freaking Final Countdown. That shit was evil. Final Countdown and like Destiny Board were the most evil of the three of the like my main things. I remember I was like in 2004. I was in my last duel. And it was up to me. I had Destiny Board and Final Countdown on the field. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed. I think Final Countdown is considered a field spell, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I might be wrong with that one. But anyways, I had Final Countdown and Destiny Board on the field. And I also had my Jinzo Amplifier. Plus, I had a couple of spell cards that were giving Jinzo like 200 extra attack points every turn. Or like 700 attack points, so he's like at 31,000, I believe, or something like that. Attack points, and Amplifier allows me to use trap cards, so now I'm also be able to use my Destiny Board. Anyways, he gets rid of my Final Countdown, like just gets rid of it, okay? And I have drawn all 4 cards that I needed for Destiny Board. So every standby phase, I'm just, adding a new letter and adding a new letter. And he has only used 1 mystical space from because he's not getting all the card he needs to get rid of Destiny Board. This is the final duel, by the way. So like this is the duel that would decide if I was world champion or not. So finally he gets the card, but guess what? It's fucking too late because it's my turn. When he gets the card, he gets the card, but like because the card I play a card that allows me to draw a monster card that I don't know, flip effect, and we both draw 2 cards. And then that ends, and I get the card that I need to end the duel. And I'm like, yeah, game over, Destiny Board, final, game over, I win the duel. He flips. Again, this is me 5 years old, and I just become the world champion, so, shit happens. But this guy was like 15, and he was acting like a sore loser. Not only did he get beat by a 5-year-old, but he lost the world championship. So, shit happens. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's how I became the world champion at 5 years old. I don't remember what my life points were at. I think I was at like 300. No, I was at 3,000, and he was like at 2 at the time. I think, yeah, 2,000, and he was like at 3. I was at like 3. Again, like, comment, subscribe, guys, even if it's already. I will see you in the next video, guys.